Hi guys, my name is Leah and this is the design process video for Assessment 2 record cover redesign. For this one, I chose the band Cigarettes After Sex. Cigarette After Sex is an American dream pop band formed in El Paso, Texas in 2008 by Greg Gonzalez. The band is known for their ethereal line rant and often dreamlike music style. Lyrics often based on the theme of romance and love, as well as Gonzalez's voice, which has been described as androgynous, while marketed as an ambient pop band. Cigarette After Sex are also considered to be shoegaze, slowcore, and indie rock. The album that I chose is one released in 2017. The reason why I chose this album is that I have experienced a period of depression. At that time, I heard a song called Sweet, which is from this album. Greg's voice is very unique. It is the first time I heard such a male voice but sounds like a female sometimes. Although the lyrics of the song are full of feeling and love, but I can hear sadness and peace through his voice. Much like relationships themselves, the songs are full of contradiction. The objects that Gonzalez desires are both achingly close and tantalizingly far. In his phone and in his bed, on his couch and in his head, through wallowing in its own mire and coming out of the other side. This is the original album cover looks like. It is designed in minimalist style with only black as the background and white text. The vinyl record is transparent because it is a commemorative edition. There is a black edition as well. And the back of the cover is black too, with all the names of the songs in the middle. After that, I started to draw a mind map to figure out some keywords for this album. So I start with the name, then extend it to 8 words, which are cigarettes, romanticism, style, American, lyrics, voice, band, and rock. Then I decided to make a mood board. I found some photos of the design style I might choose, as well as some photos related to the keyword I just came up with, like cigarettes, line art, letters surrounded by smoke, and bed. After deciding on the style, I started to drawing the thumbnails. I drew 12 thumbnails, 4 of which were minimalist, with different font layouts. 2 of them are the line art, the faces, and the couple cuddling each other. The rest of 2 are characters and 4 are objects. When I made the first iterations, I chose the first word of the album, cigarettes. It is also the band name. A cigarette butt with smoking drifting up can be a good description of a man's sadness and loneliness after breaking up with his love. At first, I wanted to use a letter to representing the smoke. Then I decided to make it more graphic. In the final version, I made some adjustment of the beige part and added the album name to the cigarette butt. I used the form of sketch to present the second iteration. First, through the album title, I thought of a lady's right high heels. Then I used color lines with French artistic characteristics to embellish the picture. However, I finally decided to move the lines and added a folded cigarette butt beside the shoe, hint that this is the cigarette the owner of the shoe has just smoked, which can remind the audience of the name of this album. The third iteration is a design with a very psychedelic style. If I don't explain it, others might not know what it means. After listening to Craig's song, I felt his sadness and nostalgia for past memories. Although the lyrics were somewhat explicit, the audience could only hear his sadness and confusion. So when I was designing, I used black as the background and decorated it with pearls. The pearls was as precious as his once loved ones. Then I added floating water to the pearl, which represent Greg's tear. Finally, I wrote the name of the album on the largest pearl and blurred the typeface. If you look carefully, you can also see that the abbreviation K of the heroine's name is written on the pearl below the album. Then is the vinyl label. When it comes to cigarette, the first thing I think of is smoke. Smoke not only reflects the name of the band and its self-titled album, but also reflect the psychedelic and ethereal voice of the lead singer. When I was designing the back album cover, at first, I wanted to connect the smoke floating direction of the front cover to the back cover. However, I found out it's lack aesthetic feelings if audience just look from the back. So I moved the smoke to the right side and changed the smoke to the solid line. Finally added all the names of the song included in the album in the center. And here is the final design.